Hey folks, it's Mark and Eli with Fire Mountain Outdoors. Thanks for joining us today. Eli bought a new rifle. He turned 18, could actually take his own cash down to the gun store, fill out his own 4473, and buy a firearm. And so he went and exercised his God-given rights to do so. And what'd you get with that, Eli?
Well, I went and I bought a Ruger American Rimfire. So it's bolt action 22. I went with the 18-inch compact model.
Okay.
And then with the threaded barrel. So the main reason why I was interested in this was because every year we go and we get walnuts because we got a couple of walnut trees around the place. But crows, as some of you may know, also really enjoy walnuts.
Right.
So this was a potential solution to our crow walnut problem.
Right.
So it's got the threaded barrel, which means I can attach a suppressor, which makes it quiet. And then it's also a bolt action, so then that eliminates the action noise that it has. One of the other major reasons why I was interested in this is because it takes 1022 mags. So I've got a couple of those laying around from the 1022 that I got from you. And so I can use the exact same mags that I've got laying around and use them in this.
That's right. So you can use the regular 10 round, or you can step up to a BX25 if there's a lot of crows. You can attach your suppressor. It has a nice trigger on it. It's bolt action. You've been hunting with Ruger bolt action rifles your whole life for deer and elk. So going with the Ruger bolt action really kind of made sense. You went big with the scope. You went with a Pro Staff 5, and this one is a first focal plane 3.5 to 14 power. A lot of times that seems like a big scope for a rimfire. Why such a big scope?
Because the bigger you can get your target in your scope, the more accurate you can get. So instead of going with the standard 3 to 9 like what you usually see, if I can crank up the power a little bit more, then I can go and say, oh look, I'm still off, I'm still unsteady. It'll help me focus in and tighten up those groups. And so with 22, and specifically what I'm using this for crows, is that's a very small target, so I need it to be accurate.
Right. Well, I say let's get to shooting and shoot some groups with this so that we can show people what they can expect if they get one.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Now, we all know that rimfires can be kind of finicky on what particular type of ammunition they like. And each one's different. I've always been a big fan of the American Eagle in the copper coated for most of my semi-autos, but each one is different, so we're going to try a different selection. We have some CCI AR Tactical. This is 40 grain, shooting at 1200 feet per second. We've got some Quiet 22. We're going to see how that groups with the suppressor. Got some Winchester bulk pack. This is 36 grain, copper plated hollow points. We have the American Eagle. It's also it's a 38 grain. We've got some Federal Auto Match bulk, and we've got some Winchester M22 bulk. We're going to be shooting at 50 yards to start. So let's shoot. Well, guess who forgot their safety glasses? Mr. Proud Ruger American Rimfire owner. So Pops, with his blind eyes, gets to go ahead and shoot these groups. We're starting out with the AR Tactical CCI ammo. Shoot a group of 5. We're just going to work down these and get some groups and see how it does. Eli found some cool Wayfarer sunglasses,
Oh yeah,
eye protection.
rocking the Ray-Bans.
Yeah, screwed the can on. We're gonna see if putting that YHM suppressor on there won't shrink the group some. We can always dream.
Well, just by looking through the scope, I can say negative on that, Ghost Rider.
All right. Well, Eli, uh, I guess there's a word that I have for this,
Yeah,
and it would be underwhelmed.
that was the impression that I got.
Yeah. So, um, we're big fans of the 1022, and we've done a bunch of series on accurizing the 1022s, and we know what your stock semi-auto 1022 can do as far as groups, and we were hoping with the bolt action platform that maybe this would be more accurate, being a bolt and being able to control the feeding and everything. What do you see here?
I was seeing about 2-inch groups from it, which is significantly less than what I was hoping and what I was expecting for.
And that's 2-inch groups at 50 yards, which is 4 MOA. We know that rimfires with these same kinds of ammo are capable of more.
Yes.
This one didn't deliver that. So if we look at our groups, the CCI was kind of spread out a little bit. The Winchester was pretty good. We had a flyer, and that very well could have been me. Once again, it's my rifle and I always seem to like that American Eagle. It gave our best group. The next one would also have been a Federal product, and that was the Auto Match. Did pretty good. We moved down to the Winchester. It did okay over here. I was shooting for this point of aim here, and the CCI Quiet only travels at 700 feet per second, and you can see the rainbow trajectory. We had 2 of them here, and some of the other ones hit the pallets. So as far as accuracy out of the box from the Ruger American Rimfire, from what we can see, I'm kind of disappointed.
As am I.
MSRP was what on this rifle?
For this particular model with the threaded barrel and the 18-inch, it was $389.
$389, and what'd you pay for it?
I got it at $309.
So $309. There's a lot of bolt action rimfire rifles that you can buy for significantly less than this.
Yes.
Kind of hope that the premium that you paid for the Ruger and the experience that you've had with the Ruger would carry on and lead to this. It's not bad.
No, by no means. It's not horrible. It's just not as good as we were expecting.
Right. Have a little bit of that kind of disappointment. First range visit. I don't know. We may experiment with, say, the action tension like we have with the Rugers. We'll see if we can't maybe find a sweet spot there. See if we can do some tuning with this. But right out of the box, it's acceptable. By no means is it stellar, which we'd hoped for.
Well, of course.
But it's a production rifle, and this is really what you guys can expect, I think, if you're going to buy one too. So not everything's a home run. and super exciting. And this is one of those.
Yes.
So first shots fired with the Ruger American Rimfire. Um, I think that we can sum that up with one word, and it would be meh. Hey folks, you can't take back a bullet. You never ever want to wish that you could. So always follow the 4 basic safety rules when you're shooting. And hey, like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the fire line. Thanks for watching.
My 18-year-old self just spent $330 some odd on a meh Ruger rifle.